Get rolling. I got rid of my desktop speakers and my subwoofer as well. Traded it out for nice little Bluetooth speaker. Works really well. Because most of the time I'm using headphones anyway, so it doesn't matter. And it cleared up a good amount of desk space. Just kind of going for a more look overall, but for some reason tonight my microphone was picking up extra noise, and I thought it might have been feedback from the speaker was plugged in or something, but no idea. So that set me back about 10 minutes. I can't breathe. Allergies are acting up. Out of the lovely nose spray. But here I am regardless. Hear me doing that a lot. I'm not needing for a cocaine. Hit a cocaine or anything. Can't breathe. Alright. Last we met Commander Shepard, he had just gotten blown away by the have people to run and talk. Things to look at. Push the A button. Yeah.
Hey, Commander.
What up, Ash?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander.
Glad I'm okay
We could
too.
use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Yeah.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Oh, gotta move this over some. Noise incoming. Alright.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I
I
appreciate
don't know nothing
that.
about her. You just saying that because you want to get into her pain.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
You need to go to the dashboard. I'm all discombobulated today.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy.
Ah, don't be.
It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Anybody else to talk to over here?
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Here you are.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
All you got to say after I got blown to bits? Why don't roll? They're Jaguars.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Not really, but I'm gonna come say hi.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
And L. Who?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Huh.
What kind of complications?
Severe
Yeah,
mental
what kind?
disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined.
And you all.
But
This is
humanity
ragged.
needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Bye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Bye, Chakawas. Evator. Such a slow elevator. What up, dude?
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Nothing's you, buddy.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
ever use a gun?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Damn, I want it. 320,000. Hectic. Okay, okay. Take that. Take that. That's all I can do right now, I get.
Looking for supplies?
Looking for my gerbil.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license... I already have... Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Or if I should sell stuff to him.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Sell it. Sell everything. Right, biatch. We will hit the codex up. Check it out. So congested. They're all geared but ready. Ah, piss. Oh boy. Suddenly feel like I'm in space. Star Trek. Talkie?
Shame about Jenkins, Commander. Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
I wants to talk down here. Okay. So what's crack-a-lackin' while we're in the elevator? I don't get elevator music. No elevator music. Oh no, I don't want to go this way yet. Yes, I might. Hey guys.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
As you wish. Jogging Simulator 2213. Hello.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Right.
ship?
Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, sizes and everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
And to
Look
turn
at
off
that
the
monster.
subtitles.
Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
So badass.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop him, I will.
Not exactly.
Settle down, Commander.
Course of action.
You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Pretty much. He knows. Oh boy. Quick break. Apologize. I'll be right back. Alright. Back. Had to go rummage through my car. Find that nose spray. Already feeling a little bit of relief. So an Alliance patrol report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Row cluster. He had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send a team to recon it? Not with that much information. I always felt like I missed stuff through here. Tons of computer terminals to look at. Nothing very exciting, I can tell you that. Out the way, Ash. What go this way? Yep.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence.
Swords like up.
I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Pleased greeting.
I move my light too.
It's always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
A-hole.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
That's right.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din.
Why you gotta be so rude?
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
I don't know.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din.
Here we go.
Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing.
Like unstable.
Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Salarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Mean. We'll play this song. Alright. So, in other words, this guy's a jackass.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, EarthClan.
Get portly. Get. Remember him, I can scan him later.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Damn.
Hello there, human.
Racist too.
Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault.
No.
She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new
I'm not
to the
Charlie
Citadel.
Sheen. I don't get down with all the
Everyone knows
hoes.
Sha'ira, the consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Sent her dick pic, didn't you?
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
I wouldn't fucking eat.
Strained greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Good luck with your problem.
Thanks to you, human. Good day.
Mesmerized by my mouse's lights that flash on and off. Breathing, they call it these days. Oh. I might need some Twitter. Slow. Twitter, it's happening. Heard that before. Very sad. My internet is truly dead while streaming. Pretty decent internet too. Buffy Hoot Owl. This. Alright, time to explore the Citadel.
Good day, Commander. The
Good day.
human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Nope.
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel.
Dog
Feel
shake.
free to access the terminal yourself.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Not very helpful, lady.
Oh, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Sure is peaceful here.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Talk. I want talk. Talk.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
I can't either. Left to click on. Left to click on. One of these dudes to scan when I get the little scanning job.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
It's good to meet you too.
Ah, you humans are a wonderful sight here on the Citadel.
Yes, we're all very pretty. Got going on in here? Oh boy. Hi.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a
His
lot.
fingers.
If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectre?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
Shut up.
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad.
Woman's gotta open her
But we
mouth.
don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel.
Hey, look, he's got a blue
We're
snowball.
a government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Can I click on your desk and get XP? Talk to your secretary. Get a break into your computer right while you're watching. Oh shit. Insufficient Omnigel. Go over to see if anybody was watching. I'll come back for that one. Hi.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too. What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
I
can breathe so much better now.
She's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Oh, man.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
You sure? You have a name and everything. Sana.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
I'll go back.
Goodbye.
I want to know how he knows who I am.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day. Commander, you're here for some information?
Shit. Never get that back, will I?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shayera's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, so more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Now that sounds like a time.
What is Shayera's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a
Last
pleasant
time
day.
I knew who I was. Yep, one of those guys. talking, no talking. Buzz the phone. Ashley, what you doing out there, girl? Down here in these plants. Oh, we can't jump in the plants. Back out here we go. Talk to Avina.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Frame rate issues.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Important stuff.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
That's it.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Okay.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Wow. That was my knee popping. Old man.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
You're gonna ask a robot what it thinks.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
I already asked about
I want to
CSEC.
know more about Citadel
I did.
security.
Citadel Security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to this...
This place is a little too perfect. Like they're hiding something.
Big place.
Maybe they're hiding Khloe Kardashian. Go that way.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Oh, look, it's a mass relay. Statue thingy.
Art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
go to the council meeting. Ooh, look at the blur.
reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
No, we don't, sir. Garrus, man.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you. You don't want to keep the Council waiting.
I don't care about keeping the Council waiting. Like Joe Namath. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. Dark in here.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
You can expect me to kill you the next time we meet.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Oh. Like, you should just jump.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad.
How bad?
We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like.
They're
He has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Oh boy.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge.
What happened to we shouldn't talk about that here?
Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
Extreme measures? Like what?
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihlus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined C-Sec about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. C-Sec is better off without him.
Hold, please. Rearranging setup once more.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human C-Sec officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in C-Sec now to stop protecting him.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skyllian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
My God, I touched my monitor. Things around, it's no big deal. Oh my gosh. Right.
Who cares if we get a seat on the Council? What's the big deal?
If
that was a dumb question.
A ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the Council, we'll be able to influence those rulings, protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the Council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
Sure about that, Anderson?
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
So, this is where the Council passes judgment on all us little folk, huh? Ever get the feeling ran over our heads, Commander?
This is it. The very heart of the Citadel. The pinnacle of galactic power. Kinda makes your head spin if you think about it too much.
You're a pussy, Caden. Of course you can't go there. Can't scan that guy either. Can't run across the roof. Tell me I can only go downstairs. Scan something up here. No. No, 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 no. Hey, dude. Apparently I can't do shit. Oh, put your gun up. There, is that better?
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
The one over by the Keeper.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind.
Not so fast.
Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
No, it's not.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers.
Of course.
We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Alright, well I know there was one up here. Put your gun. Shit. Where are you at, you big anthropod? There he is. Son of a bitch. EXP. Any more of you up here? I knew they'd find a way to get me to run all around this place for no good goddamn reason.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander? Commander?
Really? That's all you got for me? Your Admiral? Your Admiral? E.T. in the hood. Scary looking guy. Gotta go find a keeper.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the vote.
Thought there might be one here.
Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's just it. I'm hearing it everywhere. It's not just
Hey, baby. I've been on for an hour and 24 minutes. Haven't fired one shot.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives.
It's like a polka version of the theme song.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
It's awesome. Keeper.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures.
Oh yeah?
Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Pretty sure if the movies Tron and The Matrix didn't exist, Vina would not exist.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply
Whatever
will
that
result
may
in
be.
harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and
Excuse
around
me.
the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council Chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
They could totally be spies. Remember that. Seriously. 2 games from now, remember that.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the Council Chambers and Citadel Control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council Chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I've been inside the Council Chambers.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege.
Braggart.
I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Damn. At once?
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The Council typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council.
Damn, average
This is usually
citizens.
arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council Chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
That's all for now.
Thanks, bitch.
Thank you for using Avina. Please do not disturb the Keepers.
My God. I just wanted to look at it.
Sure is peaceful here. Big place.
This place is a little too perfect. They're hiding something.
Well. Alright. Been on here for like an hour. Since the last time I took a break. I took a quick 5-minute break and I'll be right back. Oh Lord, I'm back. Alright, so we're gonna go run around and talk to people. No such thing as a quick playthrough. Talk to everyone we can. I don't know if I can get over there or not. It doesn't look like it. Want to talk? Fine. That's fine.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. You were
Everybody knows me.
Correct? You led the final assault against the enemy base, if memory serves.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
Uh-oh.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
Saren's turned on a lot of people lately.
I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
Oh, really?
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Well, let's push you for...
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
Us.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge. I trade information, and it has made me very wealthy. But the Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets that could topple governments, always giving them to the highest bidder. Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage in the end.
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed?
Anonymous is the Shadow
They've got
Broker.
the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time, I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way. The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes. I don't like danger, Commander. I'll leave that to you.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the Council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Goodbye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Can I touch anything over here for XP? Ah. Uh-oh. Squid thing. I remember that. Can I touch anything over here? What is this shit? What is this shit? This shit. What is all this shit? It's on display, but you can't do nothing with it. These TVs. They got big ass fake flat screen TVs. You can't do nothing with them. Caden Malenko's over here talking to these people, won't even talk to us. This motherfucker.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
No, I wasn't done.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Yes, I would love to see some of its fantastic items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
I bet you are.
You will not be disappointed.
It's a Turian armor. Which will be nice when I get Garrus. Not needed now, though.
Commander, it is good.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Shotgun. Damn. I don't have that much money right now. Well. Come.
Commander, it is good to see you again.
I wasn't
Would you
done.
care to see some of its fantastic.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased.
Nugget,
You
motherfucker!
will not be disappointed.
I had to adjust my noise gate. How's my voice sound? Compare and can you hear the game okay? And how was your stream? You got right off of 2, didn't you? Oh, gotta buy the unique item. Damn, I ain't got that much money. Alright. Let's see where these stairs go. I've already blown through my quick playthrough. That's not gonna happen. Nooks and crannies is where I'm exploring. Every one of them. Turn myself down a smidge? What if I sit back like this? Or maybe I move the microphone back. How's that? Like that right there. How's that? Candy. Dude, I haven't been in one fight yet tonight. I've been on here for an hour and 53 minutes. Not one fight yet.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
No adventure. Oh, you talk. Oh. It's them slow going things, man. Dude, why can't I scan you? You're not the one I just scanned. I know you're not. You are. It is.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism.
So how did your stream go?
Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell.
And we killed them.
Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control.
This is what Morden Solace
the newly discovered
fixed.
Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan.
Nice.
So who's gonna stop the Turians?
They'll be up to like 65
I am sorry,
now.
But that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were
you're
instrumental
fine.
in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed
Although
this
your
historical
PC is
fact should
right
not be
there.
forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate.
Nobody's been in
and
my
only
stream.
surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged
It'll
by
come.
the Turians.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my
I can't do that
programming.
here. Shit. Now I'm really gonna confuse this thing.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, S-Man.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, S-Man.
Hello.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I had to join on the PC. Every time I get a fucking invite, I get an invite and I'm like, oh, join it. And I'm like, wait a minute. My headphones are plugged into my PC so I can hear everything. And I don't have a microphone on these headphones. So I have to join on the PC and use the microphone I'm already talking into on Twitch. It's just an adjustment. Am I coming in okay, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
An adjustment.
Adjustment. Enchantment.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays
Guys are up
into
late.
systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect
Yeah,
race,
I'm doing laundry.
the Rachni unleashed a war
Oh.
of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of
Totes
the Citadel
fun.
species.
Goats my
Krogan
goats.
forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back.
Child's awake.
The
Oh.
Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to
Earlier, her head
survive
was
the harsh
hanging off.
environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them
animal.
out?
I am sorry, but a
Pig.
value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Wow, I leveled up talking to people. Ooh, I got 9 points to spend. What do you mean, boom, boom? Say how much you cost? So I heard somebody had some really good dinner tonight. The plastic on the pins were particularly delicious.
Oh, I bet they were. Yeah, I completely forgot when he sent me that text. I was like, what are you talking about?
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, Ashley Williams. Pretty sure I'm gonna. Hi. Pretty sure I'm gonna try to put it in there this time around. Normally I go with what's her face? The blue chick.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Oh no, already been there. Wait a minute. Scan that one.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Dude, the thing with Ashley Williams is she's such a racist. She's like, I can't tell the aliens from the animals. Like, well, I know where you stand on everything. Really? Have I already... Hi.
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't
Enchantment.
recognize you as one of our expected clients
I'd
today.
put it in her little butt.
Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted.
Exotic
Is there
animal
anything
nearby.
else?
That means have my gun handy. My shotgun.
What do you do here, Nolina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about the pig.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body.
Her fingertips can find every tension point in our... Was that the baby?
Yeah, she's yelling.
She mad.
Yeah.
Said, my fingertips can find every tension point in your body. Over my chest.
Somebody's head was apparently hanging off the bed.
Oh no. Oh no. What baby beds are for. Judgmental Wes. Did you really roll all the way across your bed?
I mean, she was semi-close to the edge, I guess.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What do you do here, Nolina?
I'm one of the Many of the people, it's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend?
Well, each acolyte has her... As much as possible, we seek to match... My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
This child's crazy.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure.
Alright, so I'm gonna hop up here. I'll probably get back on my phone here in a second.
After she is provided
What? Alright, man. Have a good one.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
How's the Tomb Raider going?
Not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman. A
Keeps
woman
it
with
going.
remarkable compassion and a generous
There's a lot
spirit.
to it.
I suggest you make
As
an
good as the
appointment
first
and see
one?
for yourself.
Oh, yeah. Like there's more to this one than the last one.
The better, probably.
Yeah.
That's good. You off tomorrow?
Oh no, I work.
Oh Lord, what time?
Probably early.
You don't know?
No, I don't even know.
Oh God. You guys are in that I don't know how you do it stage.
What do you mean?
Oh, just with the late nights and the early mornings and being able to do it all.
Well, you know about that, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's just calmed down for me. That's why I said you're in that stage. I think I'm mostly out of that stage. Like, I gotta get up early and get the kid to school, but I don't have all the... as many of the, you know, interruptions or just kind of impromptu things that happen anymore.
Gotcha.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
I think
Nolina,
This bad thing about
Yes,
Team Raider,
Shayra?
though, it's hard to find a stopping
Send the commander
point.
up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
I've got to find one. I've got to stop.
mistress.
Uh-oh. The consort wants to see me.
Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself.
Turn the mobile on.
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Damn, they said they'd contact me in 2 or 3 months.
Well, that didn't work.
This is my first time.
Alright, I'm gonna jump off here, Wes.
Bye, Belinda. It was nice to talk to you.
Bye. You too. Let me see, how do I guess I just back out. Oh. Whew.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
I don't like people spying on me.
I apologize, Commander. I make it my business to know when important people arrive on the station. Many of them become clients. But that is not why I asked you here. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all I can ask. Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Bitch, get up off me. I'm
now I
convinced.
must ask you to take your leave. I have clients waiting to see me.
Oh, no, no, no.
Please, Commander. I ask that you return to me only after you have spoken with Septimus.
I don't like that bullshit. This is some fucking woman shit right here. Oh, do this for me. Press my body against you. I would love it if you would do this for me. I'll never forget it. Now get the fuck out of here and go do it. Whatever. Don't care nothing about what I want. Knowing I want something. Knowing I want something.
It may be a while.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
She knows I want something.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Well, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever...
Few are ever asked to aid Shayra. It's quite an honor.
What do you know about the General?
He's been seeing the consort for longer than I can remember. Then one day, he stormed out of here furious. He hasn't been back since. He was always very respectful to the acolytes, very noble.
What do you do here, Nolina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here, it's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
I think I'm done here.
Of course, come back anytime.
I'd love to. Especially with your special fingertip thingy. That fountain just totally shoots straight up. It's like when you really gotta pee. None of these people want to talk to me. Really don't want to do rapid transit because I'm missing out on a bunch of fucking random shit. What is this? CSEC? Citadel Security? Oh boy. Ah, I gotta wait. I can't go there yet. Other stuff to do. No, you don't want to talk. Embassies. Wards. I need to go to the wards. That's what it is.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here.
This one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the Enkindlers to be spread.
Got something back? Fucking fossil jaw?
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
Are there laws being broken here?
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
Okay.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical permits?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel is too important to become a battleground for a religious war.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to preach?
No. Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific areas where preaching is legal. Failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
Why don't you just arrest the Hanar?
I could arrest the Jelly, but my superior has requested that I find a solution that does not anger the Hanar. The Hanar become vocal when they feel their religious beliefs are being suppressed.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued.
What's up, Wombat? How you doing, man? Woman?
Welcome to try.
Wombat? How are you this evening, early morning, whatever time it is where you are?
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Are you allowed to preach here in the Presidium?
The words this unworthy one speaks are merely observations of the truth. The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This one would be most grateful for the assistance. Please let this one know if success is achieved.
I'm pretty good. Playing around on Twitch. It's my second night doing Mass Effect. I actually decided I was going to do like full single player games recently. And I completed Assassin's Creed Online and started this one last night. So tonight's stream has been exceedingly boring because all I've done is run around the Citadel and talk to people, which is fine. I mean, I played this game a long time ago. I love it, but anybody watching is probably as ready to pull their hair out as I am. But I'm glad you're a dude, as your parents told you. No. Like I said, I played this when it came out. This is actually, I consider all three of them to be my favorite game ever.
Oh, yeah.
Tactical Combat, Wombat. Thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate that. That's awesome. No, I love the Mass Effect games. Nugget's back, but yeah, tonight's been kind of boring.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language and gave the universe the mass relays. This
Oh, you're
wishes
fine,
to
man.
Spread the truth to any who will listen.
I always tell everybody I'm an asshole, and they make the best friends because they're honest. I don't have enough intimidation or charisma, so...
What if I purchase the evangelical permit for you?
Finances are only a partial limitation. This one does not believe that one should pay in order to speak the truth.
Sasquatch Nugget here is,
This one also does not possess the 150
hang on.
credits necessary to purchase the permit.
150 credits? This should cover you.
This is a most appreciated action. You are not of the Hanar, but you wish to help spread the truth of the Enkindlers. This one will not cause any further trouble for the CSEC officer. This one
couple.
offers its thanks.
But we're nice assholes. Nugget here is kind of like my Twitch partner. We both kind of run things the same way. Usually, what it is we used to play games online together every night, and we decided to Twitch, and we were twitching together every night. We realized that wasn't really going to work if we stayed like together while we were doing it. So now we kind of Twitch separately every night, but we're still kind of like butt buddies.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance in this matter. Now,
Clinch
excuse me,
tightly.
I should report to my superiors.
Right, I gotta go to the wards, which is I think where I'm going. What is this? No, that's not it. Oh, you guy. Scan. I'm surely to go punch somebody down here at least. I gotta punch somebody at least. If I can't kill anybody tonight, I gotta at least punch somebody. You're looking a little
So Williams,
a little pale there, man.
Signed on with Commander Shepard.
Funny colors.
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe bank's hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
Exactly. You know, if it wasn't for all us smartasses, the dumbasses would rule the world. I love the polka version of the Mass Effect theme in the elevator.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
Oh, I know there's a fight around here somewhere later. Scanning the keepers. There you go. Hi, y'all. You should move off this fucking door. It's a door you're laying on. Those doors normally open when people run up to them, but you're laying on them. Fuck.
In light of the recent attack on Eden
Newsfeed.
Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Ashley Williams got some big ass lips. Yes, you do. I got a big N7 sticker on my computer. Now, can I go this way? Uh-oh. What does this way go to? Discussions. Oh, this is where a fight happens later. I remember this. Oh shit. Something's about to happen.
That's him.
What? Shit. Change weapons. What? I don't think I changed my weapon. Shit. Damn, are you serious? You got an N7 sticker on your gun safe? That's awesome. Where is my pistol? That's awesome. Yeah, check this out. I don't know if this is gonna get really ugly, but yeah, right there. Big N7 sticker on my PC. Along with Guns N' Roses, Linkin Park, and Fallout. Okay. Upgrade the Pistola. Much better. Because it's so goddamn big.
Lost shield.
Oh shit, I'm dead! Oh my god. That came out of nowhere. What do you mean, why didn't I just move the PC to the... Yeah, I get you. You're making fun of my big fat-ass computer. Can't wear medium armor.
That's him.
Ah. Get out of the way.
Those were Saren's men.
Boom.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Never been a real fan of crowds.
The NES blaster, that's nice. Dun, 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 dun. Tits and ass, baby. Okay, that was fun.
I got business here, but not with you. Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
'Cause she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
Caden Alenko needs to know when to shut his fucking mouth.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
You need to start acting like a general if you want to beat this.
I spent all my life acting like a general, and what did it get me? Huh? No, those days are over. I'll just be what I am, a tired, lonely, worn-out soldier.
You're a damn general. Quit your whining.
Ha! You got balls, kid. There are only 5 people in this damn galaxy who talk to me like that. So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right,
There he goes, running his mouth again.
Saira's worth the effort, even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her after I've had a cold shower or 2. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Sha'ira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Sha'ira and convince the Elcor.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Sha'ira.
Yeah, he's a big bitch.
Well,
elephant-looking
here's to
motherfucker.
soldiers acting like soldiers.
I'll drink to that. Why not?
Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman.
That's because you don't understand women, Kate.
I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Not now. It's the show.
Leave me alone.
Hey, how was your first pal? Guess you're on the spot.
Dick's getting hard.
She's got the nicest smile.
Oh, this guy. You talk to him anyway.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
Oh, yeah.
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor. And then he blew.
I've already talked to him once, but now I'm trying to get him to join my crew.
So bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk.
Good Lord, that's a big
Secrets are
shot.
like herpes. If you
Of
got 'em,
lemonade.
might as well spread 'em around.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The hero's fall. Classic tragedy.
Why should I believe a drunk like you?
Fine, ask Anderson. I bet he tells you. He's too stupid and proud to lie right to your face.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? The executor suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. CSEC was keeping a file on me. Can you believe that? Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file.
Okay.
Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
You got off easy, if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for CSEC isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if we shoot somebody. Investigations, inquiries, rules, regulations. Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
How well do you know Captain Anderson?
Met him a few times over the years. One of those hardcore military guys. Yes, sir. No, sir. Can't have any fun with a stick up your ass, sir. That's probably why he climbed the Alliance ranks so fast.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Can't have any fun with the stick up your ass, sir.
The captain's a good soldier.
Sure, whatever. Dress him in a fancy suit, pin some shiny...
Combat Wombat, where'd you go, man?
I'm a hero. Everybody else does. But if he's so great, why'd the Spectres kick him out? Why'd you go ask him about that?
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? Every skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Drink in peace, you puss. Hey, Krogan guy.
Backrooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club.
I wonder how many times he'll say
stay
this.
out front.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club.
He's kind of a
but the
dumb
customers have to stay
Krogan.
out front.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Okay, I'll ask him something different. Jesus Christ.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
No, I want the I'm going.
Backrooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Goodbye.
What? No. I want to go in. Talk to some people. Look at the shit.
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Maybe it's not true. Hawkins an ass. Bet he's just messing.
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
Bitch, you better get to me now.
See you in a minute. Enjoy the entertainment. I'll get to you soon. Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
You.
Hi, be with you in a minute.
Look.
Enjoy the entertainment.
Okay. I'm done. Oh boy, look at all the people down here.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop.
Oh, hello,
Very good
Moorland.
supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
He's back. I can't even afford that. Are you kidding me? Oh, that sucks dick. There's a fight in here too. I remember. We'll run back here and see what's back here. Because I know there's a fight back here somewhere. Oh, let's go. I don't want to go up there yet.
You think it's expensive to live here?
Huh? Oh, maybe I should go up there.
Not really my kind of place, but there sure are some spectacular views here.
I wish Morden was in this game.
Is that really? Wow, it's you. You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Up in the tower where you were destroying the genophage?
Do I know you?
No, I'm just a fan. One of your biggest fans, actually. My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
Yep.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Here you go.
I think he just fucked me in the ass for
Thanks.
something.
I really appreciate it.
He
My
does,
wife
I'll
is
kill
gonna be
him.
So impressed. I'll let you get back to work. Oh, but next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharos? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon.
Oh, I will soon.
But it doesn't
No, I have
matter
to go to
where you
both
come
of
from.
them.
My goods are available to all.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
80,000. Good God almighty.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Oh. Scan the keeper.
You can keep the Presidium. This is where the action is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Yeah, I think I get to knock him out later, is what you mean. It's so pretty.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander
Oh boy. I'm gonna punch her in the face.
I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I read about the siege of Torfin, sending your men to their deaths, shooting slavers as they tried to surrender. I need someone who isn't afraid to get their hands dirty. Someone who'll do what needs to be done. That's you.
No promises. But if I find anything relating to your case, I'll inform you.
Thank you, Commander. You read it.
Reddit.
A lot of traffic here. How fast do you think those cars are going?
Never been a real fan of crowds. Big place.
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john. And it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Porta John.
But this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
No wonder the Council treats us like outsiders. We'd be just another drop in a bucket they already can't carry.
They must figure us for one more gang of F&Gs looking for a handout.
F and
I doubt it's
G's.
personal. It's gotta be a balancing act, like every other government.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
Just dinner.
That will be enough, Chief.
At ease, Lieutenant. I can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
Ready to move out, sir.
Didn't get awkward at all.
You think it's expensive to live here?
Oh shit, get away!
You can keep the Presidium. This is where the action is.
I don't know where this shit goes. Oh. The one I already scanned? Yep. Okay, going back. That was a dud. Thank God. Would have killed us all. Nope, no elevator. I know some shit goes down here. Alright, man. Have a good night. Oh, loading. You working tomorrow or you off?
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
Oh
That
shit.
was smart, Doug. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Let her go.
Damn, Garrus is already here. Bye.
Think we're good, Commander?
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
Later, man.
She must have something that proves he's a traitor. Did the Quarian mention anything about Saren or the Geth?
She did. The information she was going to trade. She said it had something
And
to do
bye.
with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth.
Again.
There's no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we heard about him.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Oh, now I could choose people. Alright, well, here's the deal. It is after 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been on for almost 3 hours. Unfortunately, tonight, I didn't really get to kill anybody except for right there. So, deal is, I'm missing Liara, Rex, and I can't remember that chick's name. The Qunari, fucking robot looking chick. Can't remember her name, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick Garrus and Ashley? Yes? I never was much of a fan of Cade Alenko. I'm going to accept the squad, and as soon as it saves, I'm logging off for the night. So, I seriously appreciate everybody that came in and talked. I appreciate the follow, Wombat. Awesome. I hope you come back for more, because I will be back tomorrow.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Fist's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Oh. That's not what I wanted.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military, fixing
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
Should have asked those questions before.
My
Sucks.
father was a... I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but
Okay.
not the military.
Gonna go ahead and log
Fixing
out
good
here.
Soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Save. Seriously appreciate everybody that came in tonight, all the follows. Hopefully we'll do it longer and better tomorrow. There should definitely be more action tomorrow. For sure. So come back. I'm actually off work tomorrow, so I may stream during the day. Definitely be streaming after all the wives and the kids go to bed. Not that I'm like a polygamist, but when the wife goes to bed and the kids go to bed, when I kind of come out to play. So during the day tomorrow, I'll probably be on for a little bit. After 11 tomorrow p.m., I'll definitely be on till about 2. So hit me back. Let's have some fun. I'll holler at you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah.